Yeah, g'day guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're off on another little trip away. This time we're not taking the caravan, we're just taking the ute. So we've got all our gear stacked in the back. We're going down to the coast. We're heading to a friend's house. So it's going to be a good 3 or 4 days down there. So I'm really looking forward to it. There's going to be certainly some sampling of the holy water, just for quality and control purposes only. So that's the only reason why we do it, so we can let you guys know which is the best beer to drink. But anyway, we'll finish up what we're doing now. We'll load the crew up and we'll hit the road. Yeah, morning guys. So we've arrived at down at Tomica or Montague, around that sort of area. So we're out at Malula Bay, I think it is at the moment, and we're just going on a walk. It's out to Gorilla Bay Lookout, I think it's called. So we've just started it. It's a nice, beautiful sunny day today. It's absolutely stunning. Look at that. Come down the coast and you get that beautiful summer day. So that was a joke if you didn't realise. So we're just walking along. I've just come up to the first point here. It's a World War II radar station. So we'll just pop in and have a sticky beak. So I've just come down to it. It looks a bit more of a bunker than a radar station, but anyway, everyone's tagged it. Just made it to the first lookout. You see the nice beautiful day out there.
Well done. Is there any whales? No. Beautiful. And then see where the waves are
I don't know if you can see on here, but just here, big seals.
Yeah, let's do the whole
Yeah, so if you've been watching our channel for a little while, you know I love doing these little bushwalks, little tracks. Just something about them. You just go for a bit of a wander and you just, brings you back to nature, I guess. Makes it, very nice. Got me boots on today, got me Chinese riding boots. So hopefully it's not too hard of a track. So the track so far, pretty low grade, it's not too hard. There's a few tree roots and all that sort of stuff, so just take it easy. But grade at the moment would be 1. It's been very easy. So, and if you have trouble doing it, just poke along. There's no rush. There's no seating to sit on at the moment to pull up. There's that lookout back there. You can stop there for a bit, get a bit of a breather. But so far so good. But anyway, we'll keep rolling down the walking track. Righto, the track has changed a fair bit. I don't know what that is. Is that the lighthouse? So this is the track to come up. So it's gone from a grade 1 at least to a grade 3 with a heap of tree roots. Oh, I just went to the Turos boat shed and cafe. What do you reckon, Penny? Good feed?
Yeah, the fish was beautiful. What do we have? Flathead and chips.
Yeah, so you wouldn't even think there was a cafe down there. It's just a old shed on the river.
Yeah.
Or the inlet, I suppose you'd call it, I guess.
Literally right on the water.
Was it cheap?
About $25. That was fish and chips for 2 people. And then the kids' meals were $10 each. Fish and chips for kids. Wasn't too bad when you're down the coast. It's fresh.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of people here, so it's obviously a good place to go. So we're heading off now. We're going to go somewhere else. I don't know where we're heading to, so it's a bit of a surprise. Right, I just pulled up at Williams Head. Just going to go for a bit of a walk after our big lunch. What do you reckon, Pen?
Yeah, we've got to walk up our lunch now, don't we?
Yeah. I've had a big feed of fish and chips, so go for a bit of a walk and walk it all off. Tell you what, this wind can bugger off. Oh yeah. It's alright when you get in behind something. Let's go off all the bloody sticks down here on the beach. Does anyone know what the go is with that? So there's a heap there, and there's also a heap all washed up over here too. So could have been possibly from those bushfires a couple of years ago. I'm gonna have to turn the hat around. Yeah, cool kid. Just a shame the weather wasn't the best. So if you watch my videos, you know that I love coming checking out the war memorial site. So an ex-veteran myself, I like to come and just, you know, pop in, pay our little respects. Don't have to be here very long, but if you come down here, I reckon this is at Turos heads still. I'll just spin you around. I'll just keep talking, rambling for a few more seconds. But I imagine doing a service here, I reckon it'd be nearly as good as in Darwin at the one up there as well. So I can't remember what it's called, Fenny Bay, somewhere there. But I'll spin you around now. I'll ramble too much. But imagine doing a service here, it'd be absolutely unbelievable. What'd you get, mate?
Tastes like shit. It's got a taste. That's terrible.
XPA's like.
No, that's a hazy.
The first one was nice.
That blonde was good. Have a taste of that. Fuck.
Go and have a drink.
Are you going to go for
Geez, that's very hopsy, isn't it?
Mm. Not bad.
Here, do you want a little mouthful of Ryan Coke or orange juice? Do you want some orange juice?
That's an XPA.
Oh yeah, that's the XPA. No, that is XPA. IPA. That one's blonde.
The IPA, which is the IPA?
This one.
That one. I knew one of them was darker than the other. I'm like, oh, do I get an IPA or an
that one
XPA?
was good. I like that one. What was it?
Blonde.
Did you have some too?
Yeah, I tasted this one.
Yeah?
Wait, is that the shit one I'm drinking now?
Yeah, hazy.
What'd you get, Ben?
Orange juice?
Alright guys, so we just finished up at the Browley Brew House. Unbelievable. Could have sat there and definitely settled in for the afternoon. So we tried out the XPA. Millsy tried out the Browley Blondes. He reckons that was pretty good. And then we had at the end there, we had a, it was called the Dipper. So it was 8% alcohol. You could only get in a midi. But it's certainly rocks you. I've had one and I've probably 15, 20 minutes later I'm like, oh jeez. But now I'm on the Cooper's Pale Ale. We just got back to where we're camping. So all the boys and that are in the in the pool. So I'll just quickly wander around and show you what's here at the house. I won't go in the house because you don't need to know what's in the house. But you know, nice and close. I think we're a couple of k's from Montague Zoo. Back over this way. Now we've got fire pit. It's been raining the last 24 hours, so I'll have to empty that and fill it up again. But I don't know if I'll be getting in that pool. It's been about 20 degrees and it's not exactly the hottest. So I've got a jumper on, so I might just put the big toe in. I think the only time I'll get in there and have a swim is at the beach. Anyway, we'll go and have a couple of coopers and sit over there with Peony. Okay, so we just stopped off at in Maria at the Southlands butchery, and they sell pies. I'll tell you what, I've got a curry pie. I reckon it's nearly one of the best pies I've had. If you watch the channel every now and then, you know I go in and buy a pie. I like to test it out and see what they like. Highly recommend Southland Butchery in Maria. They're just next to Turnbull's Produce. Yeah, unbelievable. So we'll just come for a bit of a drive out of Maria after getting that awesome pie, by the way. And we've come to the donkey mine, I think it is. So I don't know if it's on Wikicamp or anything, but it's a bit of a local spot. So there's an old open shaft mines and thing in here. We're just coming down to an old shed here. I don't think I'll go any much further in than that. Everything's sort of half fallen down. It doesn't look like it's in the best spot to be walking in there, just in case it falls. So I think in here they used to mine for gold and silver. So it's a bit of a local spot. I don't know what that shed is. It must be like a little hut up there. So to get in here is a bit of a forward drive track. So I'll show you that when we on our way in. I didn't bring my vehicle up here. Millsy brought his vehicle up here. A few more big holes, and with us going to WA very, very soon, I didn't want to bust anything up, and then it costs money to fix. So anyway, we'll wander down to where the crew is and see what we can find. Hopefully we can find a big hole to look in. Righto, so we just found a bit of an open mine here. Just sort of big hole in the ground. They go all the way down through there too. And all I can see on my feet when I'm walking is these bloody leeches. Look at them. I reckon that's the third or fourth one I've flicked off now. So we haven't told the women that they're here, which is probably a good thing, because if Pen finds out there's leeches, she's going to flip it. But she'll probably find out at the end of this episode, when she watches it, that there's leeches stuck in your blood. What'd you find, Pen?
Oh, I've learnt that there's these little things crawling up your leg. Are leeches. And I just had one on my leg.
That's probably why they've been all over our feet, because they were full of grog.
Yeah, bloody hell.
So I told you I wasn't going to tell Pen about the leeches. Now she's found out about the leeches.
Oh my god!
She's flipping it.
There's leeches! Those little black wormy looking things that look like an ant.
Yeah.
The size of an ant.
Get it off?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh no, let's get out of here.
She's full steam up the track now. She's out of here. She's never coming back. Right, so we've just come a bit further down the road and we're just trying to find a bomb shelter. It's in here somewhere. Another local knowledge of the area, but sometimes the locals don't know where they're going. So there was no luck with the bomb shelter, so we decided to come back to the car. So I think the plan is now is head down and have a bit of a swim at the beach. The big toe in. Pretty excited. It's been a while since I've been at the beach. Right, So we just come for a drive down to Tomica Riverview, I guess it's called. Just to have a little bit of a go at fishing. So we're currently doing fishing with Millsy at the moment. So Millsy's been fishing down here for a good 45 minutes, getting a few bites, not too much, and then Ryan goes, oh, I want to have a go. He's been looking for sinkers in the rocks, throws it in, bang. Catches a little brim, probably 10 or 15 centimetre brim, I suppose. So he's been taking our bait, that little bastard. So we'll keep fishing and we'll see if we can get another bigger one. Righto, so I've just popped into the Mogo Pies. Got myself a butter chicken pie. You can see there's massive big chunks of chicken, and it actually tastes like an Indian pie. So $7.50, a little bit on the pricey side, but very, very nice. So in Mogo, pop into Mogo's Pies and grab yourself a pie. Righto, so we've finished at Mogo Markets there. It wasn't too much to see there, more women sort of stuff. So we've just come for a drive out to Melville Point. So it's in Tomica itself, so it's not too far from Mogo, probably 10k away. I think everything's sort of within a few minutes drive, not too far. So if I flick you around this way, you've got over here, you've got Browley Island. So you got Browley's sort of in there. So as I said, everything's sort of pretty close to each other. So we're just going to spend the day just poking around, checking out a few of these points of interest. As you can see, the sun's out, which is really, really good. So we'll definitely go for a bit of a swim a bit later on. So, right, guys, just pulled up at Shark Bay. So we're just going to go and do the walk around the Browley Island. So it should take about an hour or so. Looking forward to it. And after that, we're going for a swim. So hopefully we see some good stuff going around Browley Island. So if I do, I'll show you. If not, I'll just take a few snippets here and there just to give you an idea what it looks like. Yeah, right, guys, so I've just done the pretty much the lap around Browley Island, so pretty cool. So we're just here on a low tide, which is good. The water apparently comes up somewhere around here on a high tide, so you don't normally see all this sort of rocks. So the kids have had fun picking up all the rocks, as you've seen. Found a couple of big crabs, a couple of small fish. They're all in all pretty good, so I reckon roughly allow yourself a good hour to walk around. Pretty easy track, there's no hills, there's no, it's not hard, it's just maybe a bit undulating in areas, but other than that it's pretty easy going. So in Browley, come to the Browley, walk around the Browley Island. It's a pity it couldn't go up in there. So this is a wildlife sanctuary. Yeah, that's it, sanctuary. And so you can't go up in there, you can't bring your dogs here, so but you can bring the dogs to the beach, but you just can't walk around the island with the dogs. So, well, Becca's just found a big crab under the. Just found a big one under there. He reckons he's found a big one. So, anyway, we're just about back, so we're going to jump in the water and freshen off. It's a nice, bloody good day. Alright guys, so we just finished having a good swim at the Brownlow Beach, so really good. I think Ryan had a good time on the surfboard. Jack had fun chasing the little shells and surfing as well. And what did Mum have fun doing? Just being a lifeguard and watching.
Just what I like doing.
Anyway, so that brings our little trip down to the coast to the end, so heading back home tomorrow, so I don't think we'll worry about recording anymore. You've seen everything, so hope you enjoyed the episode. If you do, don't forget to do the normal stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.